we have the same mentality as we approach every season. With the ultimate approach is to win.
To win. That stops it usually.
Oh, and Hamilton gets forced off the track. Who's going to come out in front?
Wait, he brake tested me. What the going on?
Vettel literally just came alongside me and turned in and hit me.
We got close last year, but ultimately not close enough.
Jimmy right on the inside, and he's cracked.
Sorry guys, P0. Sorry.
Believe that we have the capability of being the best every single year.
He crosses the line now to become the full-time world champion.
What you've done the past couple of years is just remarkable. So grateful for your hard work. God bless you.
Our target is to win the championship.
Solely focus on making sure that I do the best job I can.
Welcome everyone to the watch-along of the Silver vs Red F1 2018, 5 or Nothing, the second documentary about the rivalry between multiple F1 world champions Lewis Hamilton and Sebastian Vettel. This documentary, as I said, is the sequel of Silver vs Red F1 2017, that is this one, that tells the championship rivalry between Sebastian Vettel and Lewis Hamilton in 2017. At that time, Lewis was 3 times world champion, Vettel was 4 times world champion. What happened next? Lewis won the championship in 2017, we watched the documentary, amazing battle. And next year, the cool thing of this story is that now Lewis Hamilton also is 4 times F1 world champion as Sebastian Vettel. So, I think it's the only time that 2 drivers face for a Formula 1 world championship with 4 titles, with so much titles on their backs, to say in some way. On 4 titles each one. So it's a massive battle for the 5th championship. That's why the title is 5 or Nothing, because one of them will be 5 times world champion at the end of the season in 2019 and the other one not, will still be in 4th. That's why I picked this name, so I think it's really cool. I love Luis and love everything you made before. Thank you, Mustafa. Thank you so much for your words. Really glad to see that you enjoy my videos, and that's why also we are here or watching them again, because it's really cool to share with all of you these docs and these stories. It's very, very cool. As I said, this documentary I made it not in 2018. I made it 3 years later in 2021. Because I remember that in 2018 was a difficult year for me for different reasons. I had to stop making videos on YouTube. And that season, at the end in 2018, normally at the end of each season, I should to publish a documentary about that season, as I did with the Silver War or Silver vs Red 2017. But that season in 2018, for different reasons, at the end of the season, I was not involved in the creation of videos for the channel. So at the end of that season, I did not make this documentary. I made it 3 years later when I come back. People was asking me, please, Danny, do the second part of the Silver versus Red fight. And I did it between 2020 and 2021. I published it in April 2021, I think, here on this YouTube channel. And now let's watch the version available on my website. That is this one, dannyvlog.com. At the end of the live, I will put all the links I will be mentioned. So don't worry, guys, in case you have some doubts. But now, first, context. This is the context of the documentary, context of the season. As I said before, these are the protagonists of this documentary. Left side, Mercedes driver, 4 times F1 world champion, reigning world champion. Last year won the championship against the same driver, Sebastian Vettel. Lewis Hamilton. At the right side, the German driver wearing the Ferrari colors, Sebastian Vettel, also 4 times Formula 1 world champion at that season in 2018. Massive battle for the championship, and for the second season in a row, for second consecutive year, these 2 drivers will be the candidates, the protagonists, the championship contenders once again. You're a legend, mate. Thank you, Leo Thafil. Thank you so much. Wow, a lot of people seeing now in the chat today commenting. Thank you, guys. Thank you for your words. It's amazing to read your words and to see that you really love my videos. So thank you guys, thank you so much. And the relationship is normally good, as it always was between these two champs. But it's true that this season the relationship was a bit difficult because we all know when two drivers are fighting for a world championship, the relationship normally turns into something serious or worse or harder. We saw obviously with the Silver War that even they were friends before the rivalry. Vettel and Hamilton are not so good friends as they were Hamilton and Rosberg, but anyway the relationship was good enough. But these seasons were more difficult because they were the championship contenders. Anyway, it's not bad at all. And obviously during this season in the documentary we will see they have some fights on tracks, some, let's say, spicy interviews, but it's normal. They are fighting for the championship. These are the cars of this season. I love this Ferrari, beautiful. I prefer the 2017 because the halo, it's true, I know the halo is very important for the safety, but obviously I like more the cars without halo. By the way, this season in 2018, it's the first season when the halo was introduced. So this is the first proper Formula 1 season with the halo on the cars. I remember a story. Well, first, this is the Ferrari of Sebastian Vettel, all in red, even the halo. I remember some funny story. I'm not sure if it's true, but I remember in those days, some people said why the Mercedes car or Mercedes did not paint the halo on silver as did Ferrari with the halo in red. And I think Toto Wolff said that they did not paint the halo to try to show not a protest, but some kind of disconform with the halo. It's something that they didn't like it, because of the aesthetic or the looking of the cars. But not sure if this story is true, because I remember I read that long time ago. If someone knows, just let me know, guys. But I remember that. For me, it's funny to remember that this long time ago. Now that after 8 years later, we don't talk about halo. It's like now it's normal for all of us to see cars with halo. At that time it was not, and in this first season with halo, it was a bit strange still. A great documentary for 2019-2020. Really need to watch. Well, it's true. A 2019 documentary I made, kind of mini documentary about the rivalry between Leclerc and Verstappen, but it's a documentary that covers 3 races. And yet 2020 I made not documentary of 2020 because we had not a proper rivalry for the championship. Lewis Hamilton was super dominant. That's why the reason I did not make it. Anyway, I had a beautiful edit in this YouTube channel. The name is Champion Heritage. It's a short edit about 2020. That is very cool. If in case you are a fan of Lewis Hamilton, that explains the story of the 7th Formula 1 World Championship achieved by Lewis in 2020, and in a very beautiful way. So yeah. But anyway, I will, as always, I will keep planning and thinking things for the future. Actually, I'm making a series named Drive Over on this YouTube channel. You can check it, guys. Are many videos about the races of the season in 2026. So just let me know if you like it or not. But this is a story for another video. Now we are focused on this documentary today. So as I said, these are the cars. Obviously, they are an evolution of 2017, very similar to the 2017 cars. The difference, the halo, basically. Obviously, there are more differences, but we are not engineers or something like that. So yeah, but more or less the cars are very, very similar. The question is, will Ferrari be or will still be the main contender of Mercedes for the championship? It will be, obviously. The rival for Mercedes will be again this season Ferrari and Sebastian Vettel. And as always, I like to show the grid of that season. This is the 2018 grid. That obviously the protagonist Sebastian Vettel, Scuderia Ferrari, and the Lewis Hamilton Mercedes, teammate of Lewis Hamilton again as in 17, Valtteri Bottas, that we saw in the previous documentary that Valtteri Bottas did a great job in 2017. He scored some wins, some pole positions, and he had a great year as a first season in a top team and as a teammate of Lewis Hamilton. Once again, he will be a teammate of Lewis this season, and again, as happened in 17, Kimi Raikkonen will still be in the teammate of Sebastian Vettel in Ferrari. Let's see if Kimi Räikkönen can have a better season in 2018, because as we saw in 2017, he was not able to win. In some races was involved for the win, for podiums, but the performance of Räikkönen was not good as it was, for example, of the performance of Valtteri Bottas in their rival team, Mercedes. Apart from Mercedes and Ferrari, as always, Red Bull Racing will be protagonists a bit, with Daniel Ricciardo and Max Verstappen as Red Bull Racing drivers. In that season, Red Bull is the third team again, but obviously with this Renault engine, they still having limitations, and they will be involved in some wins, especially the first half. They had a good car, and they will be there sometimes, as happened in 2017. And for the rest, we have Renault with Hülkenberg and Sainz, Alfa Romeo with Marcus Ericsson and Charles Leclerc. This is the debut season of Charles Leclerc in Alfa Romeo, the first season as a Formula 1 driver. In Red Bull Toro Rosso, which is what is now RB, or Visa Cash RB. At that time was Scuderia Toro Rosso. Pierre Gasly, the first season of Pierre Gasly as well this season. And Brendan Hartley, that was nice in WEC, I think. And he had his only season as a full-time season as a Toro Rosso driver. Williams with Lance Stroll, second season for Stroll and Sirotkin. He only was this season in Formula 1, this driver. McLaren with the Renault engine, the very strange combination with Alonso before to be retired. This is the last season before retire for the first time, Alonso and Van Dorn, Stoffel Van Dorn. And we have Haas with Roman Grosjean and Kevin Magnussen. Racing Point with Perez and Ocon. This is a mistake. This is the same team. I don't know. It's because they changed the name in the middle of the season. The first was Sahara Force in the F1 team. Something happened with them, and in the middle part of the season became in Racing Point. Interesting story. So basically, this is the grid, and guys, I think this is everything we need to know. And now let's watch the documentary. The season opener, as always, as usual. The season starts once again in the Australian Grand Prix, round 1. And as I said, Lewis Hamilton, Sebastian Vettel, again for the second season, main contenders. Let's see how this fight evolves. Let me put the headset. Let me check that everything is okay. And as always, guys, before to start, you can comment the documentary in the chat with me about what is happening. You have the super chat on in case you would like to send some support to me or to say something very important for you. It's a nice way to support as well this channel. And also this join button that is here means that we have a membership as well in this YouTube channel. It's another way you can support this channel, and you will receive access to exclusive live streams where I'm talking about the 2026 season after every Grand Prix and more rewards. These are the ways you can support this channel, and also to comment, as I said, through the super chat right now with me. I will read you guys. It's not necessary, but you have the option. And also the rest of the people that is here on the chat, thank you guys. We can comment this fantastic documentary. Are we ready? I think we are ready. So let's go for it. By the way, I forgot to say something. For people that have not the possibility to watch the prequel with all of us here on live, the prequel of this documentary, the 2017 documentary, I will place a card if you are watching the live replay of this live stream here, where you can get access to the watch-along. Sorry for that, I had to say that. So, Australian Grand Prix qualifying session. This is Lewis Hamilton on board.
Hamilton continues then on his way. Just 2 more corners to go for a man looking for his 7th pole position.
This car looks really quick.
Pole position here in Albert Park in Melbourne, down the Walker Straight for one last time. Lewis Hamilton crosses the line. It's a 1:21.1. It's
Paul.
a time lap record. What about Sebastian Vettel? Is this
for Seb.
51 for the 4-time world champion? No, it's not. Hamilton is on pole.
Hamilton on pole. I have to say these cars look so fast because they had a lower rear wings, and this specification of wide tires, bigger wings, because in 2019 the rear wings were rising up or pull up a bit to reduce a bit of downforce. But in this season, with the rear wings lower, bigger tires, these cars were super quick. So Lewis Hamilton, pole position, the first of the season. Lewis starts with the advantage, with the upper hand in this 2018 battle for the 5th title with Hamilton and Vettel.
Party mode. I used the same mode from Q2 to end of Q3. So there was no extra button, there was no extra mode that I engaged in.
What were you doing before then?
Huh?
What were you doing before then?
I was waiting to put a good lap in. Wipe the smile off your face.
Oh, this starts seriously. Well, what is happening here? At that time, there were rumors that said that Mercedes did not put all the power or all the potential of the engine together until Q3. Like they had an extra step in performance in Q3. And some of the journalists asked to Lewis if they had a party mode. They name it as party mode, like these kind of weird names that sometimes engineers or people that is in Formula 1 gives to the cars or to the procedures. The name of this extra engine mode was party mode. And Lewis said that no, that's false. We have not an extra mode in Q3 to develop more power, more torque in the engine to output more power and to be faster. We have not. And Vettel in that season, that is his rival, tried to spice up a bit things, saying these kind of comments. It's like a battle also in the press conferences, but in a very nice way. Nothing super polemic. And on the other side is Raikkonen. That is as always is Raikkonen, really cool driver, really calm. Just Raikkonen, a legend outside of the track for different reasons.
The laps before were okay, but I was like, I need this one lap. I need it. There's now or never. We've got to make it work. And it just came. It was such a nice lap. I was dead serious with you. But it really felt like one of the best laps I've ever done. And I never really talk about it being the best lap, but it was so on the edge everywhere and just inch by inch, almost perfect.
It was Lewis very happy with the lap he did. In this documentary, he will complete one of the best laps in his career, but still a long way to go to see in Singapore. But this is something we will have to watch later on. But yeah, he was really happy with the lap he did in Australia. Amazing lap, pole position. So let's see what can say his rival for the championship, Sebastian Vettel.
It's the end of the day. That's why we're here. We want to have fun. So if that's what he enjoys, obviously on Saturdays he's doing pretty well. Maybe
it really was a joke, dude.
I know, but maybe we can have he's free to have a party tonight, and then hopefully we, Kimi and myself, have the party tomorrow.
Kimi parties all the time, so I guess.
I like a lot this moment. They're joking about the party mode. Vettel like saying, "Yeah, you are smiling now in Saturday, but maybe tomorrow in race we are Ferrari who ending up smiling because we wanna win." And Raikkonen like, I don't care what you are talking about. You're saying here, I don't care nothing about it. It's like typical Raikkonen, mood. Even Lewis is trying to invite to Raikkonen to the conversation, but it's like Raikkonen is in his own way. It's very fun. I really like these moments. But you can see the relationship between Vettel and Hamilton is not so bad. It's not bad at all. It's even being rivals and contenders, they still joking. Sometimes with some irony but it's a healthy rivalry. Not so much as it was the Silver War.
So I think I was able to play a little bit more today, but as I said, I think the car has potential. We we need to unlock a little bit more, and then it should be more fun also, for the whole event. I think we did well with the setup from yesterday to today. Probably the temperatures helped us a bit as well, but overall I think there's still some work to do.
Well, okay, but that's the outcome or the worst of Vettel and Hamilton before the first race after the qualifying. Vettel starting third behind the Mercedes is confident. They know they have to work up in little things, little details in the car, but they are there. They just need to nail these kind of final details to challenge Lewis and to challenge Mercedes. But they are there. They are in the fight as they were in 2017. And this is the grid. Hamilton, I think, is... second is Ferrari, I think, as well. Raikkonen, I think, and Vettel third. So let's see what happened in this first race of the season for these two. The second chapter of the Mercedes-Ferrari rivalry, Vettel and Hamilton fighting for the 5th title. This is the beginning. Lewis on pole position, as we know.
It's lights out.
Let's go. By the way, Raikkonen had qualified Sebastian Vettel in the first race of the season, starting second. And Bottas, I don't see Bottas. I remember Bottas crashed in this qualifying session. That's why he ended up so at the back.
It's a good start from Hamilton. Raikkonen comes across, cuts off Sebastian Vettel. Verstappen's in the hunt as well. Hamilton will lead them into turn 1. And there goes Kimi Raikkonen.
Okay.
Sebastian Vettel.
All still in the same place.
Look at Raikkonen.
Ooh, Raikkonen tried to pass.
Turn 3. Good speed he had in the Ferrari there.
Hamilton having to hold.
Well, Raikkonen starting the season in much better condition, ahead of Vettel, fighting for the win or fighting for the lead in the start.
Off the challenger, Kimi Raikkonen didn't quite make it in the Ferrari.
Now, Lewis has a massive challenge now behind because he's leading. But as you can see, there are the two Ferraris just behind. This season looks that Lewis Hamilton will have more difficulties to win because now I think Ferrari looks closer in this first season as it looks in 2017. They were close, but I think looks that in 2018 Ferrari catch up a bit to Mercedes.
2 and 3.
Okay, Lewis, you're looking at good on fuel, so let's just see if we can pick the pace up and just see if we can get to the 27.
7's pit stop. And second, obviously, because some people don't stop.
So Romain Grosjean.
Oh.
We've got the virtual safety car. So Sebastian Vettel.
Wow. And first scenario that's happened in 2017 in the first half, we saw that little details can change the result of the races. Actually, Lewis stopped and we have a safety car because of Romain Grosjean. Now, if Vettel pits, has a massive chance to exit of the pit lane ahead of Lewis because he's stopping under safety car.
Coming in, gaming you can make in a virtual safety car is
Virtual safety car.
isn't part of the racetrack.
Here we go. Look at that.
He's going to come out ahead of Lewis Hamilton.
Exactly. First race, first detail that plays in favor of Sebastian Vettel that is leading now the race thanks to the virtual safety car. So this kind of little details can play in favor of one of the championship contenders. And actually, this virtual safety car plays in favor of Sebastian Vettel. Lewis lost the lead because of that.
Here.
What happened, guys? We're just reviewing Lewis.
Well, it was easy. Basically, Lewis stopped before the virtual safety car. Vettel stopped after the virtual safety car. That's the reason.
Is that my mistake?
No, it's not your mistake, Lewis.
Lewis, we thought we were safe, but there's obviously something wrong.
And now Sebastian Vettel leads them down the walkers.
Now Lewis will try to attack Vettel as crazy because no, it has the pace.
Straight Vettel from Hamilton, then comes Raikkonen.
Look at that, he's pushing.
Yes, DRS.
As the RS, it's close, and he can't. It's just there.
Struggling with power unit temps, but keep it there. Keep it down.
Important information for Vettel.
Push yet? Let me know how much you want it. Come on, I'm going for it.
Lewis is trying to suggest that he has not given everything he had. He had one more. Just there.
Yes, I think he went really wide there into 9.
That's cost him around about 1.7 seconds.
I think that's why. It's because he was pushing really hard. Lewis tried to recover the lead, but
Those two four-time world champions are going to finish 1 and 2 this afternoon.
sadly,
Like it was 12 months ago, Vettel wins from Hamilton.
Grande ragazzi.
Vettel starting winning the first race. This is exactly what happened. Exactly the same that happened in the prequel in Silver vs. Red F1 2017 Class of Champion. Lewis started on pole. He pit first, I think. He was stuck behind Verstappen, and Vettel outcome of the pit lane in front. This time, a virtual safety car helped to Vettel to exit of the pit lane in front when he was starting third. So exactly the same outcome, the same story next year.
Grande gara. We're getting there. Still have some homework to do. We're getting there.
Yeah. But good job by Sebastian Vettel. He take it advantage. Perfect race, no mistakes. First win of the season.
Overall, I think it's a great result for the team. Obviously, we did our homework. We spoke about exactly that before the race, and obviously you never know what happens, and that's the proof that you have to remain sharp. So as soon as I saw the virtual safety car, I knew what to do, and we tried to do everything, and it worked. You know, it was tight, but it worked.
It worked.
Yeah, I think it's definitely quite hard right now. It always is. It's never easy to lose a race. But I did everything I was supposed to do, and so that I am in disbelief because I did everything that I was supposed to do. I came, I was prepared.
That's true. It's true. After the virtual, he tried to push us as crazy as much as possible, but just was not impossible to pass.
I drove as well as I could. I didn't put a foot wrong, and all of a sudden I came out behind, and I'm thinking, what just happened? So I know as much as you, as I was just saying just now. But at least in my heart, I know that I gave everything this weekend, and I didn't leave a stone unturned.
Exactly. That's typical Lewis Hamilton mindset. Try to give everything he had in every race. And this is something we are starting to see finally in 2026. I was so happy to see Lewis fighting with Max in Canada the other week. It was so good to see again the Lewis Hamilton peak in performance. And this is the Lewis we are seeing now in this documentary. The Lewis that we lost, I think, a couple of years, unfortunately. But with these new regulations, looks that now finally Lewis come back, and that's great to see. Also the 7 times F1 champion and the maximum performance possible.
I'm sure the team is feeling pain right now, but we'll regroup, and I'm sure work on it. But of course, I can't comment on what it is or tell you if I'm upset about the decision or anything like that because I don't know what it was.
Yeah, I think virtual safety car plays in favor. But yeah, I think Vettel and Ferrari were a bit lucky, and that's it. They take it as they did previous year. But move on. This is just race 1. Actually, Vettel leads by 7 points, 25 points for Sebastian Vettel, and 18 points for Lewis Hamilton. And move on. This season, the second round is not China as it was in 2017. The second round is Bahrain. Under the lights. So let's see what happened in the qualifying session of the round 2, where Vettel is the championship leader. And this is Sebastian Vettel, the final sector of Bahrain.
Hamilton is going to be next as down the main straight he comes, and Hamilton can only make 4th. So now
Fourth for Lewis.
Here comes Sebastian Vettel. It'll be his 200th Grand Prix start. It's Sebastian Vettel
And Vettel,
on pole.
wow.
Grazie ragazzi.
Wow, and Vettel pole position, and Lewis was 4th. Lewis Hamilton. So, but I think in this race, as we will see now, it will start, I think, in 9th. To be honest, I don't remember why. But as we'll see now, I love this song. 9th. He qualified 4th. We can check it. Let me check why Lewis started 4th. Let me check it why. Because I don't remember too much. If he received a penalty for something. Because Lewis Hamilton received a 5th place grid penalty for an unscheduled gearbox chain. Okay, that's why. Yeah, he qualified 4th, but he received 5 place grid penalty for that gearbox chain. So that's why it starts in 9th. So this season, otherwise happened in 2017 for Lewis Hamilton it's not been easy because he lost the win in Australia, and now in this second race he has to recover places starting 9th. So let's go. And Vettel by the other hand, Paul.
It's lights out and away we go. Vettel gets away very well.
Raikkonen second, Bottas third.
Hulkenberg straight away, and it's Sebastian Vettel from Valtteri Bottas. Kimi Raikkonen on the inside, Ricciardo covering off, Kevin Magnussen, Sergio.
Wow.
Around the outside.
Good start.
Vettel into turn 2 he goes. Hamilton down in 9th place.
9th place.
Lewis Hamilton.
Wow, Verstappen and Hamilton.
Verstappen on the inside, they're going wheel to wheel.
Oh, yeah.
Watch out, and they make Verstappen gets past. Who's the puncher?
Oh, Verstappen puncher. They touch. Again, you can see that this battle between Max and Lewis came from a long time. They touch again. Every time they fight on track, something happen. Why your videos was delayed, bro? Andy's SX. Well, no, not delayed, but they are like blog, but not blog. Basically, I move on to the web. You can watch all my videos there, because on YouTube it's difficult to maintain these videos actually with the copyright things. YouTube has changed a lot. Sometimes they are blocked. So in the web is where you can watch all the videos that you are missing here on the website, dannyfloss.com. There are all my documentaries. So that's the reason why, because actually YouTube in terms of copyright, they are being more strict, and it's difficult to maintain these videos, these long videos, especially on YouTube in public. That's the reason. As I said, all my documentaries that are not here on YouTube on my website are available, dannyfloss.com. You have the link on my channel, and also at the end of this live, I will place the link to the website to watch these documentaries. Andy. So Lewis Hamilton and Verstappen are there on your YouTube channel now? Yeah, no, my documentaries are not in this channel actually. Only my edits that are the short videos. The documentaries that are the long videos are all only in the website. But all my videos, edits, documentaries are there on the web. Also, Leclerc reacts to your videos. Leclerc. Yeah, well, I'm not sure if you are talking about the Tragedy for Glory, one of my edits. Yeah, I knew he reacts, but it was like 6 years ago where we were isolated, because I think I cannot name the thing, but we all know what happened in 2020 with the virus. But basically at that time, yeah, he reacted to one of my edits. I'm not sure if you are talking about that moment or that particular video. Not sure if he watched more of my videos. I only know he watched Tragedy for Glory, the edit I made in 2019 about his first win in Formula 1 and in the Belgian Grand Prix, and the next one in Italy. Yeah. Some people told me that it was reacting, and I was to check it, and yeah, it was true. It was amazing. So yeah, even he had very good words, Charles, for my videos once he reacted to them, and I'm super grateful for it. And yeah, I said thank you, Charles, for your nice words, and yeah, it was very cool. So yeah, so continue. That Hamilton has to fight back and to try to recover places. Okay, exactly. Yes. See, yes, I know. It was cool. I have a video in my other channel where I was reacting to the reaction of Charles to my video. But this is another story. In case you are really interested at the end of this live stream, I can show you. So, Lewis Hamilton.
Alonso against Mercedes.
Still fighting. Wow, 3 wide.
Hamilton down the inside on Nico Hulkenberg.
Wow.
Hamilton makes up places ahead of Hulkenberg, ahead of Alonso.
Wow, Lewis passed 3 cars in one straight line. 7th. Another one. 5th.
Breezes past Pierre Gasly, and Hamilton starting 9th.
Wow, it's just now 4th. Ahead, the other Mercedes, his teammate Valtteri, and the 2 Ferraris, Vettel and Raikkonen. Vettel stops. The second, but it's virtual because Raikkonen has to stop. Oh no, sorry, it's Hamilton who has to stop.
It's all going to start happening now, Lewis. Remember, we are sticking to plan A.
Okay, that's the thing. I didn't remember that. Lewis decided to stop very, very late to try to do something different and to try to put a strategy, pitching at the very late moment in the final stint to try to catch up the Ferraris with fresher tires. That's why it was to trying to save tires, probably to go to one stop instead of 2 stops as Ferrari and Raikkonen did. The problem is that obviously now on new tires, the 2 Ferraris have much more advantage. Look at the Ferrari. This is Vettel. He's trying to pass Lewis.
Still ahead of that Ferrari. Hamilton has been on the
Obviously Vettel with much better tires.
this race.
Look at that. Look at the speed.
But look, he's in the slipstream. DRS. Nothing Hamilton can do about that.
Nice. Nice move.
From the grandstands.
For me, this is the golden era of F1. Well, not sure if golden era, but to be honest, this car looks really good, and this fight was really good as well. I have good memories of these years, as you, Andy. So yeah, it's probably one of the best eras in the last decade, I'm sure.
Sebastian Vettel.
Well, stop Lewis. Obviously, has to stop. Now it's 4 again. Nice time for Raikkonen. Second stop.
And he will definitely.
Oh!
Stop.
Oof.
Stop the car, Kimi, stop the
Oh, I forget that. Wow, the leg of the mechanic.
Oh no! Raikkonen.
This one.
And
Look at this leg.
definitely. Oh no!
Ah, Jesus. Oof, it's difficult to see even. Wow. The leg bland, absolutely bland, and really broken, leg broken.
Stop the car, Kimi, stop the car.
Left rear wheel.
Terrible, because the race of Raikkonen is over. That was second. Really, really angry Raikkonen. You can see.
And we just look and hope that the mechanic is okay.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think the leg was broken and probably had some long months to recover. And Raikkonen really angry.
They are on plan D. Kimi has retired for an
Plan D. Plan D. No A, B or C. Plan D.
issue.
Well, now the good thing is for Lewis that he's third because Raikkonen retired, so he had Valtteri, Bottas and Vettel.
So Vettel 20.
Wow.
9 ahead.
And look at the difference, 25 seconds between Vettel and Hamilton.
Sebastian Vettel leads this race from Valtteri Bottas. The gap, 5.7 seconds.
But Valtteri Bottas, that's the thing, is catching Sebastian Vettel. He's actually 5.9 seconds behind, but his pace is better. So for Sebastian Vettel, the race win is not secure.
There will be no more lapped cars, so just push to close it.
Whoa, look at the distance. Look at where is Valtteri Bottas fighting for the win. So this is not over yet for Sebastian. Close. Here we go.
He's got DRS as Bottas.
Closer. It's closer.
You can see that he's getting closer. His
Yes.
power turned up to 11.
Oh, he will.
Bottas.
Oh.
But he's just a bit too far behind. Sebastian Vettel survives that
It's close. He almost tried to do it, but too far.
one. Sebastian Vettel wins the Bahrain Grand
But Sebastian Vettel wins, second wins 2 races, and look at the difference, 17 points difference in the championship. The start of the championship for Ferrari, Sebastian Vettel is absolutely perfect, not for Lewis Hamilton. And this race was not easy, as you can see. Valtteri finished just behind. Good race by Valtteri Bottas.
for a second win in 2008.
And there is Lewis.
I tell you, these tires were done. They were done. Grazie, ragazzi.
You know the phrase. These tires were done.
Mamma mia. Mamma mia.
Mamma mia. Perfect race for Sebastian. An historic moment with that phrase that these tires were done. What a beautiful moment. Well, for Sebastian Vettel, as we can see, the season is fantastic for the moment. So For him, has to continue like that, but obviously move on now to the next round. And for Luis, is the opposite. He has to do something because the start of the season was not great at all. He lost a lot of points for different circumstances.
Yeah, I think we should be all right. Obviously, it's difficult to say. I mean, we had 2 races now, and one was, very good. The other one was
Very good.
very good too, as a result.
Yes.
But they were both quite different. That's what I meant. So let's see. It's difficult to predict. The track here is again a bit different. I think conditions are different. It's cooler. So we'll see how that pans out. But I'm quite confident. I think if we get the balance of the car right and the car in the right window, then we should be competitive. But how competitive, I don't know. We need to wait and see.
That's the question. China. It's the Chinese Grand Prix the next round, 3rd round of the season. This is qualifying. Let's see if Vettel can get another pole position. Can Lewis Hamilton to be on pole again after the disaster weekend in Bahrain? Here we go.
He's on provisional pole position. Raikkonen comes round the final corner, sees the checkered flag, wants to extend his advantage, does so.
Raikkonen on pole for the moment.
Of a second, he has still got this chance.
Sebastian.
The line now. Is it pole again? Yes, it is.
Vettel in pole again.
Grazie ragazzi.
Pa-pa-pa-pam.
Great car. Really enjoyed that one.
Another pole position for Sebastian Vettel. As you can see, this is the difference I like to talk about, the difference between 2017 and 2018. In 2017, Ferrari had a good car, but clearly most of the season, even in the beginning, always Mercedes was a bit ahead. For circumstances, Vettel was able to manage to score some wins in that period and even to lead in the championship. Yeah, the difference between Mercedes and Ferrari were not too much, but as you can see in 2018, clearly now, the best car is Ferrari, as you can see now for Sebastian Vettel, 2 poles in 3 races. And so, yeah, that's the difference. Well, that's the start of the race. Hamilton in 4th place. Even he's not 2nd, even he's not 3rd, he's starting in 4th. For Lewis Hamilton, the season is not starting great. In 2017, was similar, not so bad as it's been this year for Lewis, but clearly now Lewis has not the best car still, because I remember people that said that Lewis won very easy the championship when he was fighting with Sebastian, but it's not. You can see here the proof. Lewis was not always had the best car to fight with Sebastian.
The rear is definitely the left rear is going to struggle today. Surprised that it'll be a 1-stop.
Very important this message, because in this race the tire wear was massive, as you will see now in the race. And even in the formation lap, that is this moment, Lewis Hamilton is saying to the team that surprised that there will be a 1-stop. Anyone believes there is a possibility to do only 1 stop, because the left front tires here suffer a lot. And in this season, Pirelli tires were not so consistent as they are actually. They are much fragile, and the tire wear was massive. And we will see now in this race that was, as I remember, chaotic and very intense.
It's lights out.
You can see Ferrari 1 and 2. They are dominating the grid actually.
And away we go. Good start from Vettel. Good start from
Raikkonen which out.
to block out his teammate. Bottas ahead of Hamilton.
They're blocking a bit there.
Out in front ahead of Valtteri Bottas and Kimi Raikkonen. Hamilton tried to dive down the inside. Raikkonen blocked him off there.
Raikkonen was...
Keep quite aggressive. Box. Do the opposite to Raikkonen.
Okay, try to pass Raikkonen in the boxes. Nice 5th. That stops. 2nd, but you should be leading. Oh no!
Very tight indeed.
No. Bottas leads. Or 2nd. So Vettel has lost the place with Valtteri Bottas because of the pit stop. Bottas did the undercut to Vettel. So the pace of Ferrari looks that it's not so strong and in qualifying in China.
Bottas round the outside on Kimi Raikkonen. Bottas will now have
Raikkonen has to stop yet.
the inside line if he can just hang on there.
Wow, it's time to block him.
Very nice indeed, but he hasn't got it completed.
Basically, Raikkonen is doing the job for Sebastian here. He's trying to do the stopper job, to try to let Sebastian pass Valtteri now. And you can see it's working, because now it's really close Sebastian to try to attack Bottas.
Just yet, Kimi Raikkonen going wide. Sebastian Vettel slots behind his teammate now.
Really close.
Bottas takes the lead in the Chinese Grand Prix.
Raikkonen tries, and now let pass Vettel. Well done, Raikkonen, well done.
Didn't work for him.
That's how a teammate has to play to defend or to create opportunities for the first driver. That's the way.
Work for Sebastian Vettel. Hartley ahead of Gasly. Gasly gets very close. A safety car is exactly what they have got.
Safety car.
Me, or have I got a bunch of cars that have new tyres on behind me?
Okay. Situation, guys, very important. The problem is here with this safety car, the Ferraris and the Mercedes don't stop. But the two Red Bulls behind, 4th and 5th, Daniel Ricciardo and Max Verstappen, during the safety car stop. So they have fresh tires in a circuit where the tire wear is massive. So that means basically that the Red Bulls has an amazing opportunity to win this race.
Keep working on your tires.
We are green, we are racing.
Bottas, Vettel, Hamilton, and then the Red Bulls.
35 with Valtteri Bottas in the
But the Red Bull on new tires.
Lewis Hamilton
Look at that. It's Verstappen with Lewis.
has a look at Lewis
The
Hamilton.
outside.
They
Ooh.
touch again.
It
Verstappen
was aggressive.
eagerness to get past Lewis Hamilton.
I passed.
Lost out to his teammate Daniel Ricciardo.
Exactly. It's Daniel Ricciardo.
Ricciardo goes for it from a long way back.
Wow, great move.
Sensational if he makes it. And
What a good was the prime of Daniel Ricciardo as well. Was such a great driver.
do you know what? He has made it.
Again.
And down the inside goes Max Verstappen. On Lewis
This is
Hamilton,
Verstappen.
caught by a Red Bull again.
Clearly now we are seeing that the new tires makes a difference. You know, the Red Bulls are passing Mercedes and Ferrari easy.
And he didn't have the grip to defend. Sebastian Vettel is gone.
Look at that. Ricciardo is second now.
To second place.
This is Verstappen with Vettel.
Verstappen.
No!
Touched.
Max!
Oh! No!
Decided to go for it.
No! Verstappen really late in the braking. Touch Sebastian. Look at that. Oh, look at that. I think he tried to pass. I think he saw the gap there, Verstappen. Because I think he saw that Vettel was a bit wide here, and he tried the opportunity to take the inside. But very late. Clearly very late, and Verstappen fault.
Inside of Vettel there.
But that ruined the Sebastian Vettel race.
Max!
That was inevitable.
It was passed by Lewis, by Raikkonen,
From the moment Verstappen decided to go for it.
by Verstappen as well.
I don't think I need to say anything here.
No, I think it's clear. So Vettel is 6 now, and we don't know if he has damage.
Vettel under pressure from the Renault. He's going to have to
Look at that.
off against Hülkenberg. Otherwise, he's going to lose the place, and he does lose the place.
Lose the place with a Renault that in that time it was a midfield car. So Vettel have a serious problem with the tires, or the car is a bit damaged with that touch with Max.
Hülkenberg, the World Championship leader, struggling.
So Verstappen has 10-second penalty to be added at the end of the race. I think you posted on gap.
Was worth it then.
Max Verstappen has now got past Lewis.
Verstappen pass Lewis again.
Guys, we should have had these new tyres.
This is Fernando Alonso in the McLaren,
Alonso is ahead of the Ferrari.
passing Vettel.
He's up into 7th place.
You can't just run me off the track like that.
The rivalry between Alonso and Vettel, as always, very, very intense as well. And Ricciardo wins the race. I told you, with these new tires in this track, very important. And they, especially Ricciardo, took the opportunity to win. I don't remember when Verstappen finished in this race, to be honest, because of the crash with Sebastian, lose the chance. But Red Bull, great job here, and the problem was for Sebastian. With all points advantage he built over Lewis in the first 2 races, unfortunately, with the contact with Max, he lost a lot of points against Lewis, who finished, I don't know if he finished 4th.
Ricciardo wins the Chinese Grand Prix. Lewis Hamilton will finish 4th because Max Verstappen.
Look at that. And Vettel, I think, finished 9th or 8th. So, as you can see now, the difference is 9 points. So, obviously, Verstappen was the main reason, because Vettel lost more points than Lewis, because before to the crash, Vettel was ahead. So, let's say, and the crash was Vettel's fault, 100%. So, we cannot say that Vettel failed here. Just unlucky because Verstappen, calculate wrong the gap or the distance or and he touched Vettel. So yeah, the championship now is a bit more intense thanks to Verstappen crash.
Takes a 10-second penalty.
Casually, the two Toro Rossos caused the safety car. An advantage, Red Bull. Well, I think I try to understand what you are trying to say. Yeah, always we have this polemic of like having two teams in Formula One, like the drivers of the minor team of Red Bull. Always we have some kind of suspicious or theories that they were sometimes played for the big team. But yeah, it's a situation that I don't like at all, to be honest. Obviously, they say that there are not relationship or there are not factors that made to the drivers of the minor team play in favor of the interest of the big team. But yeah, you know, sometimes it's difficult to believe in certain situations. I like to believe that they are doing fair and you know, they are fair and they are totally independent. But yeah, I understand. But yeah, your comment. Probably some people realize of that in 2019, and some people say, the Toro Rosso crash each other to force. But I don't think so in this particular case, because what is the sense two drivers crash purposely? They are losing their races as well, so they have their own interests. So yeah, but yeah, it's a very polemic situation as always.
See Sebastian Vettel finish in 8th place.
Well, the championship looks more intense now and closer.
Yeah, it was definitely a bad weekend, I would say.
I think we had a very good first stint, and then obviously it's never nice when you come out and you are just behind. So I don't think we need to remind. I think we know that we could have done better at that point. After that, yeah, obviously safety car hurt us quite badly because we had no chance to react, whereas other cars could.
Friday was really good. And
well, but the safety car in this case was came out in the wrong moment for Mercedes and Ferrari. Perfect for Red Bull.
Then I got into Saturday. The car was terrible balance-wise, and it was the same today.
But that's
Luis in this race. Well, or after this race, is saying that it was a very bad weekend, difficult troubles with the balance of the car. But you can see this a bit smiling, and the reason is simple. Yeah, it was a really bad weekend, but at the end, was even a worse weekend for Sebastian, who finished 5 positions behind. That's why I think, this is my opinion, obviously for Luis, even being a very bad weekend, is happy because he's closer to the championship lead, you know.
how it was. After that, I think it was clear that there was no chance for us to win because the Red Bulls were on fresh tires. Even Kimi, I think, was he? No.
No. Kimi had no new tires.
I kept plugging away, but I mean, I was in a different race to those that are around me. Didn't have the pace.
Yeah, the smile, definitely. Because at the end, you know, as I said, it's closer. Cut points to Sebastian.
Like I had in the last race. So I've got to try and figure out what it is, because it can't have disaster weekends like this.
Anyways, after that, you know, I wasn't really going to resist, and yeah, obviously Max misjudged the braking, and I think we were both lucky to continue, but sort of impacted our race.
For sure. But it was very polite, Sebastian, with that crash with Verstappen. Misjudged the braking point. I totally agree. But yeah, he's not inciding too much in that. Just happened, unlucky, move on. Okay, round 4. This is Baku, Azerbaijan. What a track. Can Sebastian score pole position again? It's a long straight. I love this section when the engine RPMs goes crazy. Now open DRS.
For the 3rd time in a row, and for the first
and again, he's on pole.
Has 3 consecutive.
Unbelievable. Another pole position. Hi, Motorsports House. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. Another pole position for Sebastian Vettel. As I said before, this season, clearly, actually, the best car is the Ferrari. 4 weekends, 4 qualifyings, 3 pole positions for Sebastian. He was not able to convert the last one in victory for different circumstances. But again, as I said, it's there. It's on pole. Follow you from the Silver Arrow. Oh, really? Wow, that's a lot of long time ago. Thank you, man. That's nice. I really love to see that. That is here people that is follow me long time ago. So you are probably one of my first followers, to say in some way. Long time ago. Nice to see you are here. Yeah, we are now reviving the 2018 documentary, Silver versus Red, 5-0. Let's see this round 5 in Baku. Maybe the Ferrari was better in quali than in race. Yeah, it's true. It's true that in quali clearly. But in race, it's true that if we compare what happened in China, Bahrain was suffering with Bottas. It's true that the pace of Ferraris, especially in qualifying, was incredible. Hamilton versus Rosberg 2014 was fire. 2017, 18, silver, red. Yeah, well, a lot of people love origins of the Silver War 2014. This, well, the story of that documentary is crazy. The 2014 documentary is one of my favorites as well. The story is so pure, so human, so crazy intense between this Rosberg and Lewis. Wow. Also, if I were down. You were down. Okay. Really? Are you editing? Nice. Good luck for you, man. I hope you can create videos for watching that people can watch in the future. Nice. Guys, race. Let's go. Lewis second. This time Lewis qualifying is good. It's just behind Sebastian. Let's see if he's able to attack Sebastian for the win. Ball again.
And it's lights out, and away we go. Vettel and Hamilton both get away well, and Kimi Raikkonen too, pressurizing Daniel Ricciardo.
No. Good start by Sebastian and Lewis.
Collision. Ocon out of the race.
Ocon and Raikkonen, they crash. So Vettel is still leading, and now Lewis behind, weaving before the safety car release. That here in this track is the safety car restarts are can be tricky. Here we go.
Sebastian Vettel is going to have to defend from an absolute army behind him, and he's
but it's under control. Under control. I wrote Watch Always Bahrain 2014. In the documentary, you mean? Yeah. That's crazy race. That's crazy race. I love editing that race. I remember editing that race. Wow, that fight in the desert between Rosberg and Lewis. They pass each other. Well, not so many times. Especially Rosberg tried at the end. Very good memories. Very good memories. So for the moment, Lewis is not able to pass.
They've gone into
the two teammates. This is not a Silver War, it's a Red Bull War. Daniel Ricciardo and Max Verstappen crashing each other. Raikkonen looks like a midfield rider in this season. Yeah, and even, to be honest, what we are watching from Raikkonen from now is better than he did in 17. So, yeah, clearly Bottas did better job in this era than in Mercedes than Raikkonen in Ferrari. And this crash was, I remember, was really polemic. Obviously, in the documentary, I only saw the final crash, but before this crash, they were trying to pass each other a couple of times. Max tried to block very aggressively to. I think it was Ricciardo leading. I don't remember who was in front for Raikkonen, Ricciardo or Max. I don't remember now, to be honest. But one of them was blocking aggressively to the other, and at the end they ended up crashing. In this season, by the way, Ricciardo was a bit. How to say? It was the last season in Red Bull of Daniel Ricciardo, because the situation with the team was not in the best condition, because Raikkonen and Ricciardo felt that he was not number one driver. Max Verstappen saw that he was really good, so we had a kind of tension there internally, and this crash was like the peak of this internal war.
each other.
So safety car, both pits, probably Vettel and Hamilton this time.
He was in front at 12 seconds.
Important. And Valtteri pitting, I don't know how, passed Vettel in the pit stops.
Yeah.
He was in front 12 seconds and he had the gap to pit for the safety car. I don't remember why this happened. I don't remember how it's possible that pitting Bottas, being third, was able to be ahead of Lewis and Sebastian in the safety car. Under the safety car, maybe the timing was perfect, but the thing is now, Bottas thanks to the safety car, now is leading the race, and second is Vettel now. So yeah, the safety cars are in this season, as you can see, are being absolutely important in the outcome of the races. Most of the races will have at least one safety car that is changing completely the race. And again, it happened here in Baku.
We have to pit for the safety car.
Safety car has helped one driver.
Look at that. So Vettel is second now. Bottas leads. And I think it's Lewis third, or Raikkonen. Ooh, Grosjean.
That's going to keep the safety car out for a lot longer.
That happened during the safety car, this crash. That was crazy. Roman Grosjean has said that Ericsson hit us, the famous phrase. Ericsson, that was the Swedish driver that was driving for Sauber in this season. But I don't remember. I think the crash was by itself. I think anyone touched Roman. I think it was a pure crash because, I don't know, cold tires, whatever. It was weaving and suddenly it went into the wall. It was one of the weird crashes I saw in my life under a safety car. That in terms of racing or positions for the top drivers has not impact because this crash was during the safety car. All drivers pit before, so basically the position is still doing the same. So the situation is, I think it's Bottas, Vettel, Raikkonen and Hamilton. No, Hamilton and Raikkonen. Look at that. Exactly. This is pure silver versus red. Silver, red, silver, red. Bottas, Vettel, Hamilton, Raikkonen. And this is a safety car restart. This moment is epic. I love the editing, the music, and what will happen now, it's a bit crazy. Let's watch.
Bottas will have to defend from Sebastian Vettel. He's gone very early indeed. Has he caught them napping a little bit?
Hamilton's going to get the toll.
Yeah. Sebastian, pretty close.
And now tries to gain on Valtteri Bottas. Hamilton's going to dive down the inside.
Here we go. No.
Goes down the inside.
No.
And that's going to cost him 1 and 2. And
Terrible.
Valtteri Bottas.
And lost the place with the Ferrari and Mercedes. This is similar to what happened, not so serious to happen to Lewis in 2021 with that famous lockup. But fortunately saved because it could be much wrong, to be honest.
As well. Sebastian Vettel goes down.
Look at that.
And he locks up.
He was able to turn in just before going wider because if not, he would lose probably points position even. So fortunately saved at the last moment, but obviously lost 2 places more.
That's going to cost him 1 and 2 and maybe 3 places. Valtteri Bottas leads from Hamilton. Raikkonen on the inside.
Raikkonen as well. Pass. Terrible.
If it's safe.
Terrible race for Sebastian. He's been attacked by Force India. Pass. Wow.
Oh, there's a punch.
Pancha for Valtteri Bottas.
Hamilton takes.
Wow. Unbelievable how many things are happening now in the safety car restart. Bottas, that's very unlucky for Bottas. It's a race he could won. But Pancha, similar to what happened to Max in 2021 in this circuit as well. Baku always delivers surprises. It's a circuit that until you don't see the checker flag, you cannot be safe. Always happening things. And that gives the lead to Lewis.
Lewis Hamilton is going to take the championship.
And the win.
Here in Azerbaijan on this Sunday evening.
And the championship lead. This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. Think about it. I mean, 2 races ago, Vettel was like 17 points ahead of Lewis. In China, Max crashed into Vettel, give the chance to Lewis finishing 4th and Vettel 9th. And in this race that was leading on pole, Vettel lost the place with Valtteri in the safety car. Then he had that mistake. It was his mistake that locked in the straight, okay. But then Valtteri punctured, and that helps to Lewis to win. That in this race was not the driver or to think about the win, you know. It's like all factors put together in this race to give Lewis the lead, the win, and it's unbelievable. Seeing how it started the season, that now Lewis is the new championship leader in this season by 4 points. It's crazy.
He takes the checker flag now to win in Baku.
Get in there, Lewis. Well done, mate. I think Lady Luck was on our side today.
Exactly, Lady Luck was in our side today. That's the story. Sometimes luck is an important factor in a sport, but sometimes in Formula One is crucial. You know, in this race for the Lewis Hamilton win, I mean, it was a great win, but obviously it was Bottas should to win, and all what happened with the safety car restart forced Vettel to attack Bottas, forcing the locking up. All these things put together to see Lewis winning and Vettel finishing 5th or 4th and losing the championship lead. It's crazy sometimes how in Formula 1 everything can change in just a couple of laps.
Lady Luck's not always been on your side this year.
I am really grateful for the position, for the opportunity to have won. I ran back after the race to go and see Valtteri because I really felt he just drove an exceptional race, very consistent, and ultimately deserved to have won the race.
Sadly, good words by Lewis, knowing that this race was for Valtteri. He just was lacking this time and he take it, but
for whatever reasons, whether it's debris, whatever, just he was so unfortunate. So it definitely felt awkward standing on top of the podium. I'm definitely not one to gloat in a race where you've kind of inherited a position, rather than truly felt like you've outperformed everyone and earned it. And but I have to take it.
Sadly, he's fighting for the championship. That's racing. It's racing. In these years, the luck was ever in the side of Lewis. Yeah, but you see, for example, and in the previous races, Lewis, for example, in Australia lose the race because of the safety car, the virtual safety car. Not always was in the side of Lewis. But yeah, definitely now in these races it was.
Days like this don't come too often, so I've definitely been really unlucky in times in my career where I've been leading the race and lost it. And
yeah, true. How he lost the 2007 championship, for example. You remember that?
So I have to take this.
So for me, it's a very intelligent speech from Lewis. Knowing he won, but he knew that it was a win that he did not deserve. But he has to take it, as he said, because he's fighting for a championship. I mean, it's part of racing. When you win, you can win by because you are the best. You can win because the driver in front failed. But at the end, you have to take it and you have to win.
Vettel's match, the first and second.
So, Spain, round 5. Move on. Can Vettel still be on pole, or finally Lewis will try to beat Vettel, in Saturday qualifying?
Vectors of the Mercedes, though.
Sebastian Vettel rounds the final corner. He was on the front row last year to Lewis Hamilton. Can he get back on the front row now? No. Okay. Breaking news, Sebastian Vettel will not start in pole position. Third fastest, and Lewis Hamilton is back on pole.
Yes, it's Lewis.
Nice work, Lewis. Well done, mate. So that's P1.
Again.
Next to us, so it's front row.
Since race 1 in Australia, Lewis was not in pole position, so he back to pole. Great for Lewis. And Vettel third. So Mercedes looks that in this track, maybe they bring big upgrades that work, because now in qualifying things change. Silver arrows 2 and 2nd. 3 and 4, as you can see behind Vettel and Raikkonen. I had to say that Barcelona was always a circuit that was super strong for Mercedes all years. Normally, it's a track where they perform really well. Here we go. Can Sebastian turn around the situation?
And it's lights out, and away we go. And it's the dash down to turn 1.
Let's start by both.
Lewis Hamilton ahead of Valtteri.
By all.
Vettel trying to find a way past Kimi Raikkonen and then Verstappen.
I think Vettel will pass Bottas.
Hamilton into the lead.
Yes.
Vettel goes second ahead.
Yes, exactly.
Ahead of the Mercedes.
Good move.
A few have gone off. Looks like Roman
Grosjean crashing. What happened with Roman Grosjean this season? Safety car, restart.
We can get racing once again. Hamilton leads this race from Sebastian Vettel.
Ferrari crew coming out.
Okay.
P2 man.
Play the undercut now.
Ferrari thinking if it does take ages to get these tyres warmed up, you might as well put them on early. Not such a bad stop.
Valtteri Bottas coming into the pits. Medium compound
Bottas pits.
Magnussen and Sebastian Vettel.
It's going to be very close.
This is going to be very close indeed. Kevin Magnussen,
Yes.
Sebastian Vettel in the middle. Sebastian Vettel gets past Valtteri Bottas.
Oof, was really close. Lewis
Hamilton rejoins the racetrack.
Second, because Verstappen, as you can see, has to stop it yet.
Behind Max Verstappen, who hasn't stopped yet. Virtual safety car has been...
Another virtual. How many safety cars, virtual safety car we are having this season? It's crazy.
Deployed. Sebastian Vettel is pitting, and they
now Vettel is taking the chance.
change his tyres. Out into the race he goes once more.
It was a very slow stop.
There's Verstappen,
Oh.
and Verstappen now ahead.
Verstappen, thanks to the slow pit stop of Vettel, now is ahead of Sebastian. Because Verstappen stopped, so basically Sebastian has lost another place. It's before right now.
Of Sebastian Vettel.
Before, sadly. Before.
His 41st win from pole position.
And Lewis wins again, and look at the difference now. It's 18 points. No, how much? 17 points. I think it's the same difference Vettel had with Hamilton after the second race in Bahrain. Now, the difference has Lewis over Sebastian Vettel 3 races later. It's crazy. The swing in points of this season between the title contenders.
As Hamilton takes the win at the Spanish Grand Prix.
Second win in a row.
Awesome drive, absolutely
Like things start to turn around for Lewis and for Sebastian in opposite directions.
Yes, great job, guys. Fantastic effort all weekend. This is more like it. Let's keep this up.
Aquí Lauda. Okay, happy celebrations. And move on to Monaco. Next race. Wow, Daniel Ricciardo on pole position. Daniel Ricciardo, as you know, as you remember, was so quick in this track. He won. I think he won. Well, I think this one can... I think this is the one that he won. Let's try to don't spoil people. And the Ferrari, I think Vettel second, and I think it's Lewis Hamilton third. So at least Vettel out qualified Lewis. Now is behind Lewis in the championship. He did the right thing, but the problem is that for the win, he has a Red Bull car in front. Let's see the start.
Lights out, and away we go. 227 meters.
Good start for Daniel.
Ricciardo and Vettel getting very close together. Ricciardo leads from
Save it.
Hamilton from Raikkonen and Bottas.
This is still fair. Obviously now in Monaco is very difficult to pass.
Pace is quite slow. Okay, copy.
Amazing the speed in the streets of Monaco.
If you keep this pace, stay out.
Yeah, keep it.
Okay, keep pushing.
Losing power.
Losing power.
Losing power, the race leader Daniel Ricciardo.
What Daniel Ricciardo just said, a lockup from Sebastian.
That's a chance for Sebastian and also for Lewis.
He doesn't have a problem.
Yes.
There's a power unit. Keep pushing, keep pushing.
Exactly.
And we believe Ricciardo has a power unit issue that is limiting his lap times.
Daniel.
Exactly. That's why he's been informed Lewis and Sebastian about the problems of Daniel. Let's see if they can put more pressure on Ricciardo to force the retirement. But no, Ricciardo won this race. That was crazy. He was able to win this race with only 6 years, with a big loss of power. Obviously, it's Monaco. Even with that big issues in Monaco, it's so difficult to pass that you can manage. But anyway, it was for me one of the best Daniel Ricciardo races because I had to manage that issue and still winning.
He wins the Monaco Grand Prix.
Crazy.
Sebastian Vettel
Vettel second
place and closed.
Hamilton thing. At least now Vettel it's 3 points closer to Lewis because he finished second. 18 points for Sebastian, 15 points for Daniel Ricciardo. For Hamilton. So he, now it's 3 points closer. The difference is 14 points. And Daniel wins. Great win by Daniel. What a win. I had an edit about this win. Now that the next race is Monaco, by the way, in this season in 2026. It's in this YouTube channel. The name is Redemption Day, Daniel Ricciardo. That shows this victory. And the other race that was not a victory in Monaco, that it could be. It's very interesting edit in case you are a fan of Daniel. One of the most epic edits I made.
Championship lead, Hamilton in third place.
Adrian Newey. Canada, move on to the next round. Qualifying.
The finger is being wagged though by Sebastian Vettel. He has taken pole.
And Sebastian Vettel again on pole position. Finally after 2 races where Vettel was not able to be on pole. Now again Canada, it's on pole position.
Grazie a tutti, grazie.
Grazie ragazzi. And Lewis 4th.
again, looks at now that, you know, Hamilton is now starting to gain advantage in the championship and to get the good results. Now looks, after Monaco, he finished behind Vettel, and now here qualifying in 4th. It's like, looks that we are coming back to the first races of the season where Vettel was dominant. So this season is being crazy in terms of how it swings the performance of Lewis and Sebastian between races for different circumstances, ups and downs for each driver is crazy. But it's nice. For a championship fight is cool because you have not a dominant driver, and you see how the championship get closer because you know, they are constantly catching each other. You know, that's what all fans wants, I think. But let's see how it finishes this race.
It's lights out and away.
Valtteri second, Verstappen third. Good start by Sebastian. Save it. Save it. Hamilton is fourth. Wow! Big crash. Wow! Look at that. I forget that. Look at the background. Look at the this Brendan Hartley in the Toro Rosso. Look at how he's flying. Look at it's in the wall, almost, you know, it's like at the top, rolling up. It's great. This is super dangerous, you know. It's crazy, the crash. Wow, massive crash. Massive crash, one of the biggest I remember in the last years. Wow. Wow. With Lance Stroll, what a crash. Fortunately, nothing happened. Driver's okay, but the impact with that wall, crazy.
Sebastian Vettel will get the jump.
The leads. I love this shot on this camera. I love this shot. Look at how cool it is.
Brendan Hartley with Lance Stroll. Sebastian.
I love this shot in Canada. Always I am editing a race in Canada. I try to put this shot from this wall. You can see the speed, how much closer go the drivers to the wall. It's pure Formula 1, it's pure racing.
Vettel will get the jump. We are racing here in Montreal. Vettel leads Bottas. Verstappen.
Wow, love it. Okay, Lewis stop. Nice.
Super soft tyre, and also for Lewis Hamilton as well. And Ricciardo has responded. And coming out
Ricciardo responding
into the racetrack proper.
Ahead. Lewis lost another place with a Red Bull. Now he's 5th.
Ricciardo has got ahead of Lewis Hamilton.
Okay, Lewis, so strap 5, it's hammer time. Giving it everything already, man. If you do want to turn the PU down, it'll be HPP 7 to position 8. If that's still live, then I need to try and get this place.
Lewis Lindon seems too confident now. Oh, it's sliding.
And he will retake the championship lead.
Again, a new championship lead chain. Vettel wins and recovers the championship lead he lost in round 4 in Baku. 3 races later, a bad race for Lewis, finishing 5th. A new victory of Sebastian. 1 point difference in the championship. This is great. This is epic. This is amazing fight.
Sebastian Vettel wins
with the finger.
It's the Canadian Grand Prix.
Grande lavoro, grande. Grande, grazie mille. Grazie ragazzi.
I love this Sebastian Vettel. It's one of the things I love from these songs.
Yeah.
And also I like drivers that when they win, they express or they show the happiness, the enjoyment, for winning. You know, it's obviously we have another drivers that they are not. For example, Oscar Piastri, that is very cool. But also I love Oscar Piastri in terms of personality. I like a lot the personality of Oscar Piastri, being absolutely opposite to Sebastian, much more calm, cool. It's another different of personality, you know. But these kind of drivers, we need them in Formula 1. Drivers that express, that shows the emotion constantly, even sometimes too much. It's, you know, we need these emotions running high. Hi, Valint Yuri. How are you, man? Good to see you here in the chat. I hope you enjoyed the watch along.
Very good day, obviously. Yeah, great result, great performance from the team. I think we never had a moment in the race where you know, we had to be scared. So it was really controlled. The pace was there, and the car was doing what I wanted. So the first stint was key to open the gap, but at the same time manage fuel and tires. I think we had the right strategy. So it's close or perfect day, I guess.
Yeah, it was a really good day for Sebastian. Pole position, control the race, any kind of safety car that changed the strategy of the situation. So Vettel at this point of the season need kind of race like this one, you know.
It's not a good weekend, but we could have had a DNF today. I mean, I lost power from the start.
Ah, I lost power. I didn't know that.
So I was thinking, shoot, is this engine going to make it to the end? I'm expecting to see smoke come out the back or something like that, but it kept going. So I'm hugely grateful that it kept going.
Knowing that is a good race for Lewis. I mean, if the engine was in troubles, to say in some way, it saved that 5th place. That at the end are 10 points. Much better than 0 points, you know.
And I gave it everything I could at the end. I was driving.
That year was a mix of fortune on both sides. Controversial moments. I love it. Yeah, that's exactly what I was talking about. This season, it's some of you said, Andy said that Lewis was lucky, but also was a bit unlucky in some races. So yeah, we are seeing now in these first 7 races how luck switch from one driver to another constantly.
Way over the limit, so it was super risky.
I think today the victory is more important. Obviously, if you win, you score more points than others, but for that, I think it's still a very, very long way to go. So.
Yeah, a long way to go. Round 7 of 20. I don't know how many races we had in 2018, 19, 20, something like that.
Very early, but I think I'm more happy about the fact to win here.
These cars and these tires, it's not providing very good racing, I have to say, but...
Ooh, Luis is criticizing the tires.
But still, was there a lot overtaken in the race?
I think that question was, was made really, really purposely by Luis.
Probably less than Monaco.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. And the journalist saying, yeah, you are right, Luis, these tires are not good. We are not having overtakes. 2019, the best seasons that I remember until Hockenheim 2018. Yeah. Well, I don't know if you are a Sebastian Vettel fan or Ferrari fan, but definitely this season, if we have to pick one race that changes the destiny of the championship, is Hockenheim. But obviously, you have to wait and see when the moment comes in the documentary. And when I planned to make this documentary, that was 3 years later after this season happened, obviously, I knew that weekend in Hockenheim, I had to edit it in a very important way to try to let know the viewer that did not watch that season that here Hockenheim was the turning point for many reasons for Lewis and for Sebastian, for different reasons. Also, in cooler conditions, the Mers were better in race pace, but in hotter conditions, Ferrari performed better. Interesting. I didn't remember that, to be honest, but interesting to know that. It's true and makes sense because, for example, in Barcelona that we saw in this documentary 2 races ago, Mercedes was very dominant, probably with cooler temperatures. And yeah, it's true that, for example, in Bahrain, Ferrari was really competitive. In Bahrain always the temps are really high. So yeah, your information is really accurate. Exactly. That probably is one of the factors of many that have an impact in a season. Why Lewis and Sebastian performance was really different between races. Formula 1 is so complex. It's really complex for many factors. For some reason also we love this sport, I think, because we know how details or so many factors can change a race, and at the end it's a combination of a lot of different factors that can give stealing you the victory or a podium, whatever. It's amazing. Cruel sometimes, amazing and another time, but it's, I think, one of the things that only this sport have. Not only Formula 1, also racing in general, but Formula 1 is like the peak of it.
Yeah, that's how it felt in the car, so maybe that's exciting for you.
The fans, the Ferrari fans here have been waiting for a long time to have a Ferrari winning, so yeah, it was amazing to see them in the drivers' parade, how excited they were. Gave me a lot of energy, and then to get the job done on the end of the afternoon was fantastic.
It's true, because Ferrari did not win in Canada since long time before Vettel won here in 2018. In fact, I think this is the last victory of Ferrari in Canada, maybe, because in 2019, I think won Lewis. In 2020, 2021, we had no race in Canada. And in 22, 23, and 24, I think Verstappen won the race. In 25, Russell. And the other day, Antonelli. So yeah, I think this is the last Ferrari victory since 2018. Well, move on. Next race, France. This is a track that actually is not in the calendar. Being honest, I'm not missing too much. It's yeah, really modern, a lot of different track layouts. It's more like a testing circuit than for me than a racing circuit. But anyway, let's watch the race. Qualifying. Lewis in the last sector. This sector is my favorite, I have to say. It's like this kind of long corners. You have to turn in the very late moment. Interesting sector. This one. This is really cool. But yeah, in general, this track is not
Bottas has done his bit. It was all in the last sector that he managed it. Lewis Hamilton now going for his first ever pole in France.
Here we go.
Is it pole 75 in his career?
Pole position for Lewis.
We've got Valtteri P2, Vettel P3.
Today.
Vettel P3. Also, Daniel Rick won 2 races within 6 races with a great strategy in China and Monaco Masterclass, and it really shocked everyone. It's true. We saw in the documentary in China, well, helped the safety car and the new tires, but in Monaco won properly on pole position. Yeah, this season started in a really in an incredible way. We have multiple race winners, very close each other, ups and downs for each driver, and as you said, look at that. Probably here in Paul Ricard in France, temperatures were cooler, and who is on pole? Mercedes, Lewis Hamilton, and Vettel is third.
It wasn't a perfect qualifying session, particularly Q3 wasn't perfect, but the rest of the session was really good. But I'm really happy with the result. To get up 1-2 for the team, I think it's great. It's a good position to be in, so definitely feel strong. I think I can improve tomorrow when it comes to the race, so that's what we're focusing on.
We should have been closer, as I said, but not, right behind. So I think it's fair to say that we're a couple tenths slower today than them. But tomorrow I think we have a good chance. Yesterday looked very good, so in the race trim the car should be fine.
Okay, Vettel is confident. He has a possibility in race to beat the Mercedes. Let's see. Warming up tires. Lewis on pole, as we know. Second is Valtteri. And third is Sebastian.
And away we go. The top 2 get away very well. Sebastian Vettel is now in hot pursuit as they head.
Good start for Sebastian. Oh, it's stuck because he had Valtteri at the other side.
For a room as well. Hamilton leads. There's contact in the back.
Oh no!
It's turned round. Sebastian Vettel. Safety car.
Touch Valtteri.
Towards turn 1. And Carlos Sainz looking for a room as well.
See again.
Hamilton leads. There's contact.
Ah, but this is Vettel's fault. Totally fault. Look at that. He's crashing into the rear tire of Valtteri. Wow, pancha for Valtteri Bottas as well. It's been so... Valtteri's been really unlucky this season, I have to say. He had the pancha when he was leading in Baku, the final laps. Now here...
And Bottas is turned round. Sebastian Vettel's on place.
What a terrible race.
The car has been deployed.
Now obviously Vettel has to stop, change front wing tires, and it will be last. Terrible for Sebastian. That was his fault. Vettel misjudged this situation, but also he had nowhere to go. Yeah, it's true because he was blocked by Valtteri. I think that later on we have a replay of this moment, and let's talk about it later, but it was in a difficult situation. But anyway, from my point of view, it's Vettel's fault. I mean, he crashed into the rear tire of Valtteri. Oh, P11 for Sebastian. It's not so bad. I thought it was last.
There goes Vettel.
Now it's time to recover places for Sebastian.
Nico Hülkenberg, he's got the move down the inside. Sebastian Vettel, another one at the Beausset who thinks that is a proper overtaking move.
Scar. 39.
Guess what? He's making another overtake.
P6
this time. Look how he's gaining on the Renault all the time. He's getting a great slipstream as well. He is comfortably past the Renault. That's another place made up for Vettel, who is now running in the top 5.
Now pit stop for Lewis. Good, fast.
Waiting to see Ricciardo. Here he comes now. Verstappen goes through. Sebastian Vettel.
Verstappen, Vettel will pass also the Red Bull of Max.
Find himself in the middle of the two Red Bull.
No, Ricciardo.
Sebastian Vettel leaving.
No, it's Max.
Daniel Ricciardo up into
No, sorry, Ricciardo. Confused.
Fourth.
Max is ahead.
Vettel has been on these tyres since lap 1, of course.
It's true. Remember, he has to stop because of the grass in lap 1. But also, I felt sorry for Bottas because he had a significant damage on his car. Yeah, obviously, for Bottas was terrible. It was not his fault. Pancha, lap 1, race totally ruined. And as we saw in Baku, he lost the race in the last moment because of Pancha as well. So Bottas was really unlucky. At least what we saw in this season so far.
End of lap 1, and surely he will now...
Well, now Raikkonen is passing Vettel. Some people can say, but why? Because, Vettel is the driver number 1 that is fighting for the championship. Why is Raikkonen passing Vettel? Well, I think in a race like that, the difference was so big in tires. Maybe Raikkonen has a chance to pass more drivers in front. At the end, it's a team. You can get more points for the constructors with Raikkonen. Go for it. And at the end, you are losing 2 points. And maybe they have an impact in the championship, but I don't defend that Raikkonen should be stay behind Vettel here in this situation, for me.
The 7-3.
Lewis Hamilton takes the checkered flag.
And now Hamilton wins again. As you can see, constantly we are having different race winners. Ricciardo won in Monaco, Vettel won in Canada, Hamilton won in France. That's the cool thing we are seeing this season, that there is not a dominant driver that is able to win more than 2 races in a row.
Wins.
And the difference now is 14 points in favor of Lewis Hamilton, who lost the lead in the previous race in Canada, now retakes the lead. Constantly, I don't know how many times Vettel and Lewis Hamilton lost the lead in this season, for the moment, in these first 8 races.
The French Grand Prix.
Great work, guys. Great work. It's a beautiful Sunday. Happy Sunday, everyone.
Happy Sunday. Great win. And this is the start. Yes, this is what we were talking about. It's true that, as you said, Valent Yuri, here Vettel is true that is totally blow, because what did Mercedes here was extremely intelligent, because Vettel started much better than Bottas. He had the place, but what Lewis and Valtteri did together was really intelligent, because Lewis is not giving the chance to Vettel to go by the inside, it's totally blocked, and at the other side is Bottas that is blocking Vettel to move at the outside. So at the end, he cannot pass Lewis in any moment, because he cannot, basically there is no space. So now Vettel tried to open the line. Now Valtteri brakes much better because he's in the clean line. And now I think, but here Vettel, for me it's Vettel's fault. I mean, at this point you know that you will not pass here Bottas in any moment. It's impossible. It's very far away. So it's like he's trying to extend as much as possible the braking, but it's just from my point of view the braking point. Maybe lock up a bit. For me, it's clear for me. Vettel's fault.
Yeah, it was a shame for Valtteri. It's not really his fault.
Sadly, Max is saying the same.
Yeah. 5-place penalty for taking someone out turn 1.
Oh, and Lewis here is commenting the penalty that received Sebastian here, 5 seconds time penalty. And to be honest, I am agree with Lewis. I mean, it's true that Vettel ruined totally the race of Valtteri Bottas. That deserves only 5 seconds time penalty. I mean, it's true that obviously the Vettel's race was also affected because he had to stop, but 5 seconds time penalty, not sure if it's enough from my point of view.
Yeah, please.
I think you've seen it from all angles. I think the bit that you don't see is that obviously when you're so close to a car ahead and also the car next to you, you lose, I felt like all the grip. So
that's true as well. So
I tried to get out of it because I had nowhere to go. I think my start, I would have, with hindsight, I would have liked to have a worse start, because then at least it's clear for turn 1, but like that, I was a bit squeezed and.
Yeah, it was totally a squeeze, as we saw. Mercedes did the tactic to block Vettel completely.
Couldn't really go anywhere, lost the car, snapped, locked, and then unfortunately had to make contact with Valtteri, which is a shame for him. He did nothing wrong.
Sadly. Also, I will mention that Lewis' mentality, especially in the second half of 2017 and 2018, was supreme. Maybe Vettel and Ferrari lost the championship after the summer breaks. Yeah, the connection between both seasons is remarkable. But we can talk about it in the next part of the Watchalong that we will be watching the next week. But yeah, I agree with you. It's a combination of Lewis' mentality. The second half of the season normally is stronger for Lewis. How Vettel and Ferrari lost the championships in similar ways. Yeah, very, very interesting comment from you. And this is a replay, guys, basically what I said. But the problem is Vettel starts was very good. But at this point, Vettel has the chance to go to the left. But Lewis starts to block the inside. Now clearly he's blocked the inside. Vettel cannot pass by that part of the track. And at the same time, Bottas is there in the right side. So Vettel literally had nowhere to go. Totally blocked here.
Oh man, that's crazy.
I took the far chicane. Yeah, it was a bit of carnage first lap.
It's crazy you can only get 5.
Luis is still saying the same. You don't understand why only Vettel received a 5 seconds time penalty for that. Obviously, he's saying that again and again because he's in the championship context. He knows that he's fighting for a championship that is tied. Every point counts, and he knows that if Vettel will receive a bigger penalty, maybe he will lose more points. So I think Luis is always saying these things. Obviously, he knows it's been recorded by the camera because he wants to give his point of view, his opinion, to make understand that maybe for the next race, if something similar happen, the penalty should be bigger. It's kind of mind games as well as a champion he is, as a driver that is involved in this championship. Every factor counts, and saying these things, maybe you force to the marshals next time to serve a more severe penalty for Vettel. It's, as I said, this kind of mind games always plays in this championship fight, and this is something I really love as well. It's not only on track, off track, you can do things as well to put pressure on your rival.
I think there was also Max right next to him, sort of. So he couldn't open or react. Plus, at that point, he doesn't really see me. So it was a chain reaction, being that close. Shame for him, for Valtteri, for me. At least we both could continue, but yeah, not the race that we wanted.
Definitely not. And here you can see Sebastian really affected because he lost a lot of points after a great weekend in Canada with this incident. So definitely affected that race to Sebastian, but still in the fight. More races to go. Move on to the next one. Austria, round 9.
Vettel on the front row, but it's not pole position here in Austria. Valtteri Bottas has done a decent middle sector, crosses the line, goes even faster in the...
Wow, so Vettel is not on pole.
Crosses the line, it's Mercedes locking out the front row.
And Mercedes... Valtteri Bottas again on pole. Valtteri Bottas in certain circuits in this era of Mercedes was unbeatable. For example, in Russia, normally he was on pole in those days. In Austria in 2017, he scored pole position and won the race. And again here in Austria, pole position next year in 2018. Valtteri Bottas in Austria is super strong.
Bottas keeps his pole position. It's lights out.
Here we go.
We go. Very good.
Vettel 5th. Look at the Ferraris. The same. They did the same. They went wide. They went wide and out.
On the inside, Raikkonen rejoins the track. Down the inside goes Sebastian Vettel. Did he make contact there?
It was close.
Grosjean, there wasn't
P6.
He tried to force his way through. Valtteri Bottas, the pole.
Bottas out.
Sitter is retiring from this race.
Wow, unlucky. The season of Valtteri Bottas, by far the most unlucky driver of all we saw. By far. Punch in Baku, the incident with Vettel not fall of Valtteri in France. Now in our weekend that is on pole, bad start, retired because of the engine issues. Valtteri Bottas was so unlucky in 2018. We have to say that. Before. Oh, it's Vettel there. Look at that. The championship contenders finds each other on track. This is something that did not happen too often in this season. It's only in Bahrain, but with very different tires and different life span. Oh, Vettel will pass. Ooh.
Lewis Hamilton on the run towards turn 3. Vettel's on.
Wow.
Hamilton and the man.
Look at how blocked Vettel to Lewis.
In the championship.
Like Rosberg to Lewis in 2016 in the same corner. At the same time, Lewis was very aggressive. Oh, he moved in the last moment. But look at the space, not too much space. Lewis tried to defend very hard because he knows it's his championship rival, you know. This is one of the few times this season they find each other on track. It's true that this season they were the contenders, but they had not too many fights on track. At least the first half. This is probably one of the few. Oh, almost touching the grass. Look at the wheel, the right front of Sebastian touching the grass, almost the white line.
On the run towards turn 3. Vettel's on the
inside. Vettel gets the inside. And look at how he squeezed Lewis until the very end of the corner of the apex to don't let Lewis to do the switchback and take the inside and get better traction, you know. He knows the tactics as well. He's obviously 4 times world champion, both. This is something Rosberg did to Lewis in 2016 at they ending up crashing. But this time no.
And the man who's second in the championship.
And Vettel now is in podium and Lewis in 4th place.
Overtakes the championship leader on the track.
I don't get it, guys. Just throwing away a win.
Wow.
This is James.
James Wolves, now the team principal of Williams. Actually, at that time was in Mercedes.
Have thrown away the win today, but you have the potential opportunity to get back up.
Who's stopping? Wow, no.
So stop.
That's Lewis.
Wow, what a race for Mercedes. Both drivers retired from engine issues.
It's Hamilton.
Another event this season that changed the story of the season. It's incredible how many things happened in each race in 2018 to the championship contenders. Absolutely crazy.
And he's pulling over. Is out of this race.
I think he's out. No, he's coming back. No, he's out.
Max Verstappen wins the Austrian Grand Prix.
Wins Max, another different driver that is winning a race. This is the 4th different winner in 9 races.
Ferrari with Kimi Raikkonen ahead of Sebastian.
And now Vettel again is the championship leader. Once again, the championship lead changed. In this time because Lewis retired from that engine issue. Vettel finished 2nd or 3rd, I don't remember now. And again, by 1 point, as happened in Canada, Vettel leads the championship again. This is crazy. I mean, this season is great. We are seeing how championship is switching constantly between Lewis and Vettel in the lead. Every race something happen. Sometimes to Vettel, sometimes to Lewis Hamilton. They crash, they polemic moments, safety cars, virtuals, tire puncture. Sometimes the Red Bulls are there. This season is really good, at least the first half.
Vettel make up the other 2 podium places.
Reliability.
And reliability is ultimately what cost you and Valtteri today. Weekend at week.
What a terrible day for Mercedes. Double DNF.
You had the car upgrade that looked so dominant. Last weekend, the engine upgrade that looked so good. How does it feel to have it all suddenly unravel in front of you at a point at which it was looking so positive?
In the moment, it's when you're on the track, it's not easy. Right now, I'm feeling. I just lost the lead of the championship again, so just have to regroup, recenter my focus and our focus as a team, and hope that we can make amends in the next race.
Yeah, that's the mentality. Lewis here, as happened with Vettel in the previous race, looks affected by the DNF. Obviously, you just lost a chance. Don't score points now. Vettel leads again, But it's just 1 point, as it was in Canada. So at the end, we come here to round 10 with all chances open for both contenders. So, yeah. Let's continue. The fight continues. Silverstone, what a track. Nice track. Beautiful track. Lewis on pole position. Lewis come back to pole position. At home, this is a track that he loves. Won a lot of times. Vettel is second. So we have again the two protagonists of the documentary. Silver versus red, 5-0 in the front row.
5 light.
I love this shot. I remember I found these shots in a video I found randomly on internet. These shots pre-race. Wow, and this one is, I love it. It was recorded from the back with the top of the helmet. You can see and the background, very background, you can see Lewis. Looks that they are in spaceships here in this shot. I really love it. So let's see what happened. Let's start. Can Vettel pass Lewis? Will Hamilton defend the pole? 1 point difference in the championship lead between these two. Whoever wins this race will be the new championship leader, or the same if Vettel wins.
It's ahead of the drivers at the British Grand Prix. It's lights out.
Let's go.
Away we go. Sebastian Vettel gets a flyer.
Wow, what a start.
Valtteri Bottas on the inside as well. Bottas might have a better.
Lewis lost 2 places.
Into turn 2. Kimi Räikkönen on the outside as they head.
Ay.
Vettel from.
No.
Hamilton's gone round and he's.
No. Now it's the other Ferrari who take down the Mercedes of Lewis Hamilton, Raikkonen. By my totally mistake by Raikkonen. Force Lewis Hamilton wide. Wow.
Damn. Damage car on the back. I think my car's broken, man.
Wow. I think not. I think just was touched with tires. But obviously that helps a lot to Sebastian in this race. Recording places. This is in 8th. Looks the car is fine.
Lewis, you're doing a great job. Let's just keep battling up. Let's get some points.
Motivating Bono to Lewis. Now in this race, Lewis Hamilton had the cheer of his home crowd. Another factor to motivate him to win. So, yeah. Let's see if he can recover places. Another place for passing Leclerc. 7th.
Copy.
That's still good.
Now, Renault power, Mercedes power. That is no contest. That's like heavy
6.
flyweight, quite frankly.
The car is quick still.
At the moment, I think he went a little bit hard early doors, didn't he? Probably took a bit too much out of his tyres.
Well, we'll stop.
Box.
For Lewis. Pit stop.
Marcus Ericsson.
Ooh, what a crash.
A safety car has been brought
Another safety car. Can this change the race?
out. Valtteri Bottas is staying out.
Okay, Valtteri don't stop. Vettel did. So that means Vettel has lost the place with Bottas, but now he will have fresher tires.
This removes any kind of doubt as to Sebastian Vettel. So that's quite a smart move. It's a soft tyre towards the end.
Soft tires. Brand new set. So it's a chance for Sebastian. Yeah, he lost the lead, but I think the Ferrari strategy can be good because now after the safety car restart, he can attack Valtteri with older tires. And here in Silverstone, Silverstone to have fresher tires is very important. There are a lot of fast speed corners that destroy the tires. So let's see if it works. And Lewis is there. After all what happened to Lewis is there.
Has gone and so has Valtteri Bottas, leading this British Grand Prix from Sebastian.
What about a start from Vettel in the restart?
Vettel, Hamilton under pressure from Verstappen.
Look at the distance, he pull away Valtteri and Vettel from Lewis. Very weird restart.
Raikkonen under pressure from Ricciardo, but Hamilton staying ahead of the Red Bull. Sebastian Vettel right behind.
We go.
Bottas pulls out, Bottas defends and just.
Wow, that was close.
Makes the corner ahead of the Ferrari and avoids contact there.
Vettel very close in turn 5.
Yes.
He's been, he'll get DRS, a little bit of movement.
That can be the chance.
The back of the Mercedes.
Here we go.
The Sebastian Vettel goes down the inside.
Wow, what a move. Good move.
Valtteri Bottas, what a brilliant move.
Bicep grande.
No, Mauricio Arriba motivating Sebastian. That was the team principal of Ferrari at those days. Great move.
Mercedes.
Not easy, the last moment. just here in Good, I think that is a corner that is it's not so slow. It's difficult to stop the car as did Vettel here and to pass.
The Sebastian Vettel.
Wow, but I think Bottas realized too late that Vettel was trying to attack here. Probably was a bit caught there. But a great move by Sebastian for the lead.
Goes down the inside on Valtteri Bottas. What a brilliant move.
Bicep grande.
Nice the turn from Lewis.
Pulling over to the side as Hamilton now has a go at Valtteri Bottas.
So at least Lewis is second.
And Hamilton moves up into...
Can he catch Sebastian?
Second place as Sebastian...
No, Sebastian Vettel wins.
Wins the British Grand.
And now the difference is 8 points with Lewis. That finished second. So at the end, well, it's true that... yeah, what a move. Great move by Sebastian there. But very good. Lewis lost the win, but of course the Raikkonen incident took a big importance, or was one of the main reasons. But anyway, at least he finished second. It could be much worse for Lewis.
And leads home Lewis Hamilton in second place.
Grandissimo, Seb.
Grandissimo, exactly. It was a great move by Vettel. Great strategy by Ferrari, pitting in the right moment. Fresh tires here, very important to have fresh tires, and the strategy works. It didn't work for Valtteri. Another victory that slipped away from Valtteri. How many times he was in contention and lost it for different reasons.
Grandissimo, sei un leone, te l'ho detto.
I think this is Italian means. I'm not really sure. I don't know Italian, but I'm Spanish, so it's a bit similar. I think it's saying, well, great, well done, Seb. Awesome. It is, you are a lion. I told you. I think it's what it means. I'm not sure, but I think that's what it means in Italian. If there's someone here Italian can translate, it will be helpful. I love this shot as well.
Grandissimo, Seb, grandissimo, sei un leone, te l'ho detto.
Look at this shot from the back with the punch there, with the shadow, the helmet with the number 5, the iconic helmet of Sebastian. It's really cool shot.
Grazie mille.
Really happy.
A fight for 5 world titles goes on, and a victory today, hard fought and well won.
The championship on the air. What a great race this was.
Really pleased with the result, and especially here, a track that we've been struggling in the past. I think it was nice to see that we were strong all weekend and able to fight for win, and obviously we got the lead back in the end, which felt very satisfying.
Know why you got the part where he said "Qui a casa loro." Being honest, I don't remember. Not sure if I have it, that cut, or maybe I decide to put just that. But yeah, maybe I could include it. But I thought it was enough. Yeah, maybe I should include it. But I'm not sure if I have it, the full in radio message. Maybe that's why. But anyway, you can see the happiness of Sebastian that in radio.
But of course, it was a tough situation to be in. But I just kept my head down. And
unfortunately, Lewis was not hit by another car. He was lucky as some way as well.
I knew that I had to fight with everything I had. But what I was just saying is I could see the fans every single corner, every lap, cheering. I mean, they could have just taken a rest for a minute. I still would have known they were there, but they didn't. They just kept going and going and going. And I can't thank them enough for that, because that's really what.
Yeah. Well, guys, I think it's the perfect moment to stop here the watch along for the second half that we will watch the next week in round 11, Germany, because this race will be extremely important for the championship outcome and for the season. This race is probably the most important race of that season in the championship fight. We are watching the first 37 minutes. We are almost in the first half, so I think it's ideal. But as always, guys, this final part of the watch along, I like to dedicate him to the fans that love this documentary and they would like to get more from it. Silver versus red, 5 or nothing. First of all, as always, I mention, if you really like my videos, my work, all the efforts I put in these documentaries, You have a lot of options to support this channel through the membership, super chats, different things, and also Patreon, the Patreon page. Patreon, that is a platform where people can support their favorite creators. I have my Patreon page since long time ago, and I have a specific collection named Silver versus Red. I have not too much posts on it. I only have 3 posts where I was talking about the remastering process I made in the 2017 Silver versus Red documentary, where I improved the logo type, I improved the color grading, and I explained really detailed how I did it. It's divided in 2 posts, 2 different posts, and this is the post where you can listen all the songs that I use for the documentary with the names. You have links to each song if you would like to listen individually. It's a full post that take me a lot of time to create, because, as I said, are set there all songs that sound in all Silver versus Red documentaries with direct links and an official playlist I create with all songs by order of the 2 documentaries, Silver versus Red, F1, song by song. You can listen every single song that sound in case you are a big fan. You can get all this content, you can get it in the Silver versus Red F1 collection that is on my Patreon page. People can buy it, or also you can get access to this collection and to my whole feed thanks to the Premium Pass. People that is Premium Pass on my Patreon page, patreon.com/floss, have access to my whole Patreon feed. That there are not only collections about Silver Red, you have collections about Drive Over, the new series I'm making for this season, Silver War, the 8th and 1, which is the 2021 documentary. If you're becoming premium member, you can get access to all these things. Also, if you only want like to support my work on Patreon, the supporter ticket. The supporter ticket don't give you access to my feed, but it's another way. And also the Premium Pass people have different rewards, like your name at the end of every new video. Every new documentary, every new F1 edit I will make in the future, your name will be in the credits. As I said, this is for big fans of my work, that they would like to support my work and they really love it. And the second thing is, some people always ask me, Danny, where can you get this t-shirt? This is the logotype, the official logotype of the documentary, 5 or Nothing, that I explained the reasons. With the stars, silver stars, red stars at the back, championship fight, the logotype, the official logotype, that is this one. This documentary, the official logotype, as you can see here, the same, this logotype. You can get it. Yes, there is an option where you can get this t-shirt and much more. That is in the Floss store. By the way, link to my Patreon page will be here in a card for people that is watching the replay of the live. And this is the Floss store. This is the place where you can get all this merch. Silver versus Red is... oh, sorry, you are not watching. This is absolutely exclusive. It's the only way where you can get this merch that I designed by myself. This is a t-shirt with the logotype. Very warm, very good quality, I had to say. And well, different colors, red color, in black as well. That's very cool. And also you have more things. Pullover version, the pullover hoodies for winter time in different colors, as you see, black, red, and silver. And also even mugs with your with the logotype here for your mug, for your water, coffee, wherever you want, with different color hooks, orange, red, or black, or even posters with the 2 logotypes of the Silver versus Red documentaries, all in silver. This version all in silver, 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 silver. I have the other one, I have the red one, which is this one. This is the red version of the poster with the logotypes in red. That's very cool. You can place it in your room, wherever, in case you are a big fan of these documentaries. This is the only place, as I said, where you can get this merchandising, these products, and it's another way to support. If you are big fan of this rivalry between Sebastian Vettel and Lewis Hamilton, that is really cool. So basically, guys, as I said, we watched the first half of this documentary. I don't know how long I was on live. 2 hours, 2 hours 11 minutes. Whoa, took so long.
But I have to say, by the way, I forgot, a link to the store I will place here a card. Also the links to Patreon, to the Floss store, where you can get merch, will be available. All the links in the comment section. I will pin a comment in the future in case you would like to visit. All links I mentioned in this live will be on the comment section as well. And as I said before, we finished watching the first half of the documentary. Next week, probably Thursday as well, let's watch the second half. That obviously will be really interesting outcome of the fight between Lewis and Vettel. It's gonna be really interesting. I hope you don't miss it because it's gonna be fun and intense. And as I said, thank you guys to all people was commenting through the chat. Andy, Valint, Georgie, Motorsport House, Mustafa, all people that was commenting today. It was really nice to share with all of you these moments, commenting the documentary. That's why I'm doing these live streams, to comment with all of you these moments, to relive the stories behind these documentaries that were really cool, really nice, good years of Formula One, rivalry, racing, enjoying all together, commenting things, even learning from all of you, because I know that you have big information of those years. You remember very well what happened in these races. I read in the chat, I realized how many information you have. You are super informed, much more than me sometimes, and I can learn from all of you as well with these insights, these details you can give me as well. So it's a really cool thing to do this live stream, and it's something I'm super happy to start to do it from last year, because it's thanks to this connection between me and all of you through the chat. It's wow, it's great. I enjoy so much reliving these documentaries with all of you, as I said. And this is for the moment all I would like to comment today. Thank you to all people that was on live, and remember next week, probably Thursday, not confirmed yet, but probably Thursday, let's finish this documentary, Silver vs Red F1 2018, 5 or nothing. So I hope it's gonna be really epic and intense as it was this first half. So guys, for people that will be watching this live replay in the future, I will place the second half of this watch along will be here available, and people that is on live, see you in a couple of days. Thank you guys for stay there, and see you in a couple of days. Let's finish this documentary and much more to come. Bye bye.